I thought up until that stage, through the second and third sets, I sort of really had him under the pump, and that was sort of the point that let the pressure off a little bit.
So he got no break points off your serve, and I think remember it was 5. You got 5. You only converted 1 off his. Is that what it comes down to? Those 4 points you didn't get those conversions?
Yeah, I mean, I think, to be honest, they were all in the one set, so it doesn't really, at the stage when I had 3 of them, it was 4-1 to go 5-1, so I don't think it was really a huge point, obviously, for confidence and for maybe getting on top of him. It would have been great to get a second break in that second set, but I think I think in the third set I didn't get any break points, but I had love 30 early and maybe 2 15-30s. One of them I missed a second serve return, but I don't think those break points were probably that important at that stage.
He's top 10 in the world, and you came that close. Do you worry or think about it or overthink it now, or you let it go, or you have a look at it now, analyse it and see what you can do better, or what?
I think from my point of view, again, I say a lot of what I do is based around my service games, and I thought I handled my side of things in terms of my serve very, very well. And like I said, it's just a point here or there, a couple of points in the tiebreak. That one point where I hit a chip when I got myself in a bit of trouble, and the first set tiebreak wasn't great. I feel like if I had been able to get up a set as well, especially he's top 10. The pressure was probably all on him out there. He's probably expected to beat me, and he's beaten me in the past. So I'll obviously go away with Ben, and we'll look at it and we'll work out how hopefully I can convert a few of those this year.
You must feel pretty well set up for the summer though.
Yeah, I mean, if you said you come in here and you beat Leighton and you make quarters, and you have a chance to maybe beat a guy who's top 10 in the world, then obviously it'd be a great week. Obviously I'm disappointed right now to have lost, but I think it sets me up for for a good summer and hopefully for a good year.
There's been a lot of talk about the Aussies feeding off each other's success. Did you take anything out of John Millman's last night?
I actually went to bed. It was a quick. Nothing as Johnny. It was a quick turnaround for me. I played 7-6 in the third yesterday. Finished about 6 o'clock. Didn't get out of here till probably 8:30 once I was done with all my commitments and stuff. So I was up at 6:30 and back in here at 7:45 this morning. So for me to stay up and watch Johnny last night would have been a bit rough on.
Right. Hearing that he's challenged.
But it's great. I think Johnny and then Ducks. Obviously Ducks I'm going to be travelling a lot and sharing a coach with this year. He's doing great. I think it's I've said it, I'll say it again. We've been saying for a long time now, there's Aussies coming through, there's young guys coming through, and until it happens, people question what's happening, I guess, in the system and around and that sort of thing. But it's great that it's happening here because it makes everybody take notice. If it happens overseas, okay, but right now we're in everyone's eye in Australia, and it's great. We're on the back of what sort of happened last year. We had a few guys break through, myself, Nick, sort of doing well, and this is our one time a year to promote tennis in Australia and to promote ourselves in Australia, and I think all the young guys, and myself included, are doing a great job.
Bernie seems to have almost had the penny drop on him, hasn't he, in terms of really pulling his finger out over the pre-season, looking a bit more focused than before. That's the perception. Is that yours?
He's an interesting character, Bernie. You never know what you're going to get. But I was in Bogota when he won Bogota last year, and he's a great player, really. I mean, he has his flaws, but everyone does. I'm not perfect. No one's perfect, but if he can knuckle down, he's one of the most talented guys out there. And I hopefully, for him and for Australian tennis, he keeps doing well.
What about Raonic's game? I mean, obviously you almost knocked him off today. How do you see him going into the Australian Open and pushing further into that tournament?
It's early in the year. I mean, maybe he thinks he can play a bit better. I'm not sure. He'll probably tell you guys what he thinks about what he's going to do. But he's got a quality weapon in his serve, and his forehand's a massive weapon as well. And he made a quarter and a semi of slams last year, so he's going to be confident going into a slam. And obviously that's the tournaments those top guys target. So I don't know how he's feeling or what his thoughts on it are, but I mean he's always going to be dangerous and he's always tough.
And in that serve, I mean obviously you yourself, your serve is your power weapon, and taking on a guy like Raonic who has a similar power weapon with the serve and playing him out there, were you trying to think, trying to work him out in the way that you serve? Is he going to be hitting this one down the middle or off the side, etc.? No,
I mean I don't want to compare me to him really. I mean, I wasn't really thinking. I was sort of trying to react. Obviously, when it's a serve that big, if you start guessing, I mean, I love when guys start guessing on my serve. If I start thinking he's going to hit here or hit here, I mean, you pick up little things during the match and maybe he's serving that one better, so he might go to it. But as soon as you start guessing and trying to work out what a guy's doing a little bit against a big serve, I love when I start to see a guy jumping around and trying to guess my serve, because all of a sudden he's coming one out of 3 possible options maybe, and I was just trying to react. I tried to stay up in the court and get as many back as I could and build pressure that way, and for a period there it was working well.
So we saw Milos clap you off as you left the court. You've obviously got the respect of these top 10 guys. How far can you go this year, do you reckon?
I want to get top 50. That's the first goal, but I don't know. I'm going to keep building. I'm going to keep getting better. I'm going to keep getting fitter. I'm going to keep building on my game. I feel like my forehand's not a liability anymore. I've improved a lot. I'm a lot further along than probably most people thought I'd ever get to, and I don't think I've reached my peak yet.
The draws aside from Melbourne, Sam, that kind of form you showed the last couple of matches and all the fitness work you've done, you will be hoping for second, third, fourth round beyond.
Yeah, I think I've started to step up at a few tournaments now. Obviously, still not consistently, but here's a great start, and you can get some tough draws. You could draw Novak. Hopefully you can win. I know. The thing is with my serve, I'm not saying I go out and beat those guys consistently, but I feel like I can get myself in a lot of matches against a lot of players, no matter what's going on. Especially, I think all week I've been serving high 70%. If I can continue doing that, I'm going to cause a lot of problems. And for me, I won a round in New York, so I've sort of got that first round monkey off my back a little bit. And like I've said, I enjoy playing on these courts. I enjoy playing in front of big crowds. And for me now, I want to go down to Melbourne, and I don't think it's past me to go second, third, fourth round. And if I'm playing well and I win a few matches and build confidence, who knows?